Are you ready, kids?
Aha. Yeah, we knew it was coming. Here it goes. Alright, we got the rehydrated asset flip. Rehydrated engine. New Spongebob game. Okay, this is new. This is... Alright, we got some Season 4 references here. With the Karate Island. We got the prehistoric... What was it, Season 3? Ugh, oh my god. Oh, there are so many references to the original 3 seasons. Oh my god. What is this game? More playable characters, I assume. This is looking like more playable characters. Is it a 3D platformer, though? Is it a 3D platformer? SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake. What kind of a game is this? What kind of a game is this? Also, it's Purple Lamp. Okay. It's probably going to be the rehydrated engine, I assume. We're going to have to rewatch this. I think that they improved the SpongeBob model. I mean, this is obviously not gameplay, but like a lot of the times, like Nickelodeon is very specific about like what the character has to look like. They'll often just like give them the models to use. So I already like this more if they end up using this. That's not the Goofy Goober guitar, I don't think. No, this is all from Band Geeks. Downtown Bikini Bottom asset flip. Yeah, we already see a lot of rehydrated stuff showing up here. Yeah, I don't know what the Patrick, because like I stopped watching SpongeBob like Season 4. Like the last episode I watched was like the best day ever. And I was like 10 years old. I'm like, man, I guess this show is just not for me anymore. I love this though. I freaked out when I saw this one. I love that. If this is going to be some kind of an open world game, this is going to be crazy if they end up doing something like that. Yeah, you got the portals. I mean, I can already kind of see it now. They could be doing something with, like, they could set it up so it's like a hub world where, because here's the thing, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom is a game that takes place in all, like, the typical, like, areas of Bikini Bottom, but it's like, where do you go from there? If you're going to make another Battle for Bikini Bottom type game, are you going to reuse all the levels again? There aren't too many more places you can go. I mean, they're setting it up so they can have, like, going back to episodes of the show instead of going to different areas of Bikini Bottom. So this can actually work. I mean, this part is just a sensory overload. This shit freaked me out. On the first watch, yeah, this is like, I'm like, oh my god, and then, okay. We've got the scaredy pants stuff, maybe. Not necessarily scaredy pants. There's a lot of room for creativity here because they're not restricting themselves to just Bikini Bottom. They're going all over the place. I don't know if this is, I don't think this necessarily means they're going to make Krabs a playable character. So maybe these are the playable characters. Because I know that one of the biggest things that, like, the casual fan base asks for is, like, playing Squidward. Like, some people are just obsessed. People just want to play as Squidward so badly. I don't know. It just seems like, they're trying to incorporate more seasons of the show than just the first few. And this could totally, if it's a 3D platformer, it's totally going to be a successor to Battle for Bikini Bottom. Because that was the whole point of the original game. It's like the first 2.5 seasons, it's like, what would it be like to play through them? SpongeBob is like a 12-season show now. Yeah, it's got to be like a spiritual successor. I mean, like, I much prefer that over, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. Like, who needs that? Alright. I love the sweet victory. I mean, they know what the fans want. They're very much SpongeBob fans. They know what the fan base wants. I'll bet this game has been in development for a little bit too. I mean, we found out that Rehydrated had been in development for like a month when Gamescom came around and they showed us the gameplay, but this actually has a fully fleshed out trailer. Like, this is like legit. We got the little like cartoon teaser trailer that was like 10 seconds long when Rehydrated was announced. This actually has like assets. You know, there's a lot going on here. There's no release date. They're taking their time with this one. I think they're actually going to really fully flesh this out. Because, like, Rehydrated was, like, super rushed. Okay, let's read this. Wish granting mermaid's tears in the hands of SpongeBob and Patrick. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, so there's the plot. Sure, the fabric holding the very universe very together. Must be a typo. Could come very up. Never mind. Should continue reading. Very undone. Opening up portals into wish worlds full of knights, cowboys, pirates, and prehistoric snails. But that's nothing everyone's favorite sponge can't handle. With the right cosmic costume. Everybody do the cosmic shake. So I think that they're taking inspiration from other SpongeBob games, not just Battle. They're probably going to incorporate like upgrades from Movie. They're probably going to incorporate the costumes from Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to just make this like the ultimate SpongeBob game. Like they're trying to make this not just a successor to BFBB, but like taking all the elements from the games that like the ideas that they had and making them work in one game. Because like the costumes in Revenge of the Flying Dutchman just slowed the gameplay down, and they were so narrow with what you could do with them. There was hardly a reason to switch unless you had to do like one thing. Like it was just like mundane gameplay. And the Movie upgrades, like the powers were like really tedious and useless to play with if you didn't upgrade. If you did upgrade, then you had the problem the game is just too easy. Just food for thought. Like they could just be taking ideas from other SpongeBob games and making them work in one game. I know you guys were like a little bit worried because I know we haven't really seen any gameplay yet, but I told you guys I have faith in these guys. Like I'm so happy that it's not Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. I'm so happy that it's not just a sequel. Like I'm glad that it's its own thing. I mean, this is like pretty like cosmic shake. I don't know. That's like, I like it. Okay. Unlock classic and new platforming skills like the fishhook swing and the karate kick. So we're expanding the combat. We're not just going to have the typical like you press a button to attack. You have like an uppercut, ground attack, projectile attack, and we're gonna have like different moves probably. We're gonna enhance the combat. Do more than 30 Funtastic Costumes like Snail Bob and Spongegar. So they're bringing in the costumes from the SpongeBob movie game, and they're going to probably give them special properties. They're probably going to make them do stuff. Keep in mind as well, the Steam page for Rehydrated kind of over-exaggerated what the game was going to have a little bit, but I think the context is much different now. I think that now that Purple Lamp is owned by THQ Nordic and that they're probably focused on this game, I would assume that most of this stuff is going to happen. And it seems like Rehydrated was like, there were certain clashing visions on what people wanted the game to be. I don't know, I feel like the Robo Squidward promise that it was going to be in the game and like trying to figure out how to incorporate it after and not having a plan for how it was going to actually be in. That was one of the things about Rehydrated. It's like when it was announced, it felt more like a wish list than what they actually had planned for it. So now that we've seen like a teaser, like we've seen like they had the 3D models, they have animations, they have some of the environments. Like I think that we can be a bit more confident about what we're reading here, you know. Travel to 7 distinct wish worlds, like the Wild West Jellyfish Fields and Halloween Rock Bottom. Okay, so they're taking the levels from BFBB and they're putting a twist on them to make them fresh. 7 sounds a little bit underwhelming because they must be really big worlds if there are only 7. Because Battle for Bikini Bottom had 9. Experience all the buddy movie banter with SpongeBob's permanent companion, Balloon Patrick. Is this like a reference to the new movie or something? And by the way, the whole like Balloon Patrick thing, when you guys are saying like why is he so small, I was thinking this might be like kind of like a sidekick kind of thing. Yeah, he's like Navi or like I was thinking of Rosalina and Luma. I was thinking of that. Also Cappy. They could just be like yoinking the Cappy idea from Nintendo. Yeah, it could be it. Meet all your favorite Bikini Bottomites in the series, voiced by their original actors. All right, so we have a guarantee they're all going to be original actors. That's cool. Enjoy the in-game soundtrack featuring 101 songs from the series. Okay, so right off the bat, there's got to be an option to turn off the in-series songs. This kind of worries me a little bit because this to me feels like, are we going to have an OST? Like, is there going to be an OST in this game? Because I want an OST. I do want an OST. If there is no OST, I really hope there's an option to mute the copyright stuff because streaming a game like this could be pretty tough if there's not an option to turn it off. I know that Purple Lamp doesn't like to add too many options for their games. They didn't want to do like the graphic settings for Rehydrated and whatnot, but I hope that they can at least like compromise with this. Like there needs to be an option to mute this for people who stream, you know, like that's necessary because otherwise like it's going to be real stressful. All right, so the story. SpongeBob and Patrick meet the mysterious fortune teller, Cassandra, who gives them a vial of mermaid's tears. Legends claim they grant the wishes of those who are pure of heart. Naturally, the two best buddies get overexcited and their flurry of wishes tears open the very fabric of space and time, which again is probably the only way they can go forward if they're going to try and make a successor to the original game. It's like how the MCU is doing all the multi-dimensional stuff now because they jumped the shark, you know, it's like, it's the same thing. All while releasing the cosmic jelly onto Bikini Bottom and opening portals into Wish Worlds in the process. Now it's up to our heroes to rescue their friends who got lost in the Wish Worlds and bring them back to Bikini Bottom's most iconic buildings. So there's going to be like a character unlock process, I guess. Are they going to design the worlds? Because one of the things I liked about BFBB is that you can only get one side character per level, so the level design is going to change based on which characters are playable in the level. Are they going to make it like BFBB where you can only play as 1 or 2 characters per level? They're going to make it so you can just switch to any character in any level? If they're going to do it that way, they're going to need to make these worlds like really big, so it doesn't feel like you're just playing carbon copy characters and doing the same stuff, you know? Like if SpongeBob and Sandy are like the same character and they just have like different karate kicks, like there's got to be like some kind of like secret path you can do with only one character. You come back and do it later because you unlock that character. But she has her own devious plan. All right, so there's a plot twist.
You're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man.
And I do appreciate that this game has more effort put into the plot than BFBB did. Obviously, this game is more story-driven than Sandbox, but I hope that we still get Sandbox elements with it, because I do like the Sandbox elements of BFBB, where it feels like you can do anything in any order, but there's still structure, there's still a purpose for what you're doing. I just hope that it's good. So it's not going to be next gen. Is that what it is? It's not next gen? I like the cover art. Kind of reminds me of Creature from the Krusty Krab. It's a little bit trippy. I mean, I like the scale of it. It's pretty epic for a SpongeBob game. No, but like I said, they've definitely put more time into this reveal than Rehydrated. I like that. I appreciate that. We have a much better idea of what this game is going to be. I mean, this was probably my favorite part. And as we know, if it's on the Rehydrated engine, I'm really hoping they patch some of the problems that were in that game. I'm really hoping they expand the movement a little bit more. I mean, it seems like they're making this game for the fans, you know? That's what I get. They're just really trying to please all the fans with this one. Lots of references to the show. I like the mystery inclusion. I was kind of wondering like if we'd see mystery in like a 3D game, because they had it in the Game Boy Advance version of Battle. The battle is on. It's literally going to be Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated with new worlds and more playable characters. That's my take on the situation. I had a lot of conversations with Andrew Hance when I was at the studio. I think that this feels more like him, like his game design philosophy so far. Like, I can't wait to see what they can do with their own game design. Some people were saying they were worried about like what would happen when Purple Lamp makes their own game instead of just remaking a game. But based on the talks I had when I was there and the people that I met, they know what they're doing. So I'm excited to see what they end up showing us in the future. I feel like we're going to get something in the near future, though. I feel like we got to be getting some kind of a demo or some kind of a showcase at some point soon, right? Yeah, I'm excited about this.